this past August was our first year in this building, and so we're still experiencing a lot of the firsts that happen in a building. We went from a school that was over 60 years old to something brand new. But the feedback of the design of the building, of the functionality of the building, has been overwhelmingly positive from our community, to our staff, to our students. And that's the exciting part of this, is that we're still experiencing those things and it's still very positive. As you design a building, you have to understand who your community is and who your students are and how they interact. Yes, you needed the academic spaces, but we also needed spaces where our kids could meet with one another, where they could gather before school, after school. As I sit here in my office and I work on a computer screen and I have large windows here that I'm a southern exposure and I get sun all day long, there's no need for me to shut shades, things like that. I can see a computer screen. Many of our teachers, you'll see, they don't have to shut the shades in order to have the projector project the image on the screens. And so the glare that comes in has definitely been controlled by this Intuitive product. The southern exposure of a lot of our school, having the sunlight come in there all day long, we were intentional on some of the spaces that we put there. We have a PE lab, which is a large area for our students to work out, take class there, take PE classes, and so they're there before school, after school, and we have kids who will be in there, and we can have 50, 60, 80 kids in there at a time, and the experience of working out inside, as they look out the windows, it's like being outside because we have so many windows. Right next to that room we have an art room, and we placed that art room there for a reason as well. Is in Michigan we can't always be outside, but with the windows that we have there, even the kids who are in our art class can have the sense of being outside with the windows that we have right there in their classroom. When you're building a school, you know that the interior, controlling climate, is a big part of the thought process. And with the amount of windows that we had here, we had to find a way to control our climate, control our light, yet be very highly functional in our class without putting more cost in each and every day. And as we worked with the architects, we were actually able to cut back on some heating and cooling areas where we had the large windows at, because we knew that the outside light that was going to come in through the tinting of the glass was not going to change our temperatures interior. So then we were able to be, cut back on some of that heating and cooling cost by being able to control our temperatures through the sunlight that was being let in. You also have to understand the school safety is a big concern these days. And with our design process of the building, you're going to see in our building up front where the front entrance is, where classrooms are, we have sight of everything around us. All the way around our building, we're going to be able to see out and know what's happening outside as well as what's happening inside. You have to understand your budget, but you have to understand and look forward as well. As we were building our school, we knew we were building a school to be here for many years. And so you know that oftentimes you're going to recoup the benefits down the road. And again, with controlling your climate, being able to protect the inside from the extreme sunlight that we get is just going to be an overall benefit down the road. So again, we really felt that the upcharge of the dynamic glass was well worth it for us in the future.